Hey guys, so today I thought that we would take a look at Chaturanga Dandasana, which is one of the most common poses used, especially in Vinyasa yoga, as we use it for transitions and things like that. However, it is one of the poses that can also injure you the most if you are not practicing it safely. So I just want to go over a couple of safety tips that are going to help you to just keep yourself safe while you practice this awesome strength building pose. So let's take a look. Hey, Glory. So one of the first things I want to talk about is if you're starting out and you might want to have a block or maybe a strap, either one or the other or both. So one of the things that you can do with your strap is just make sure that you take the distance of your arms in what would be Chaturanga arms, right? And you can make a little loop with the strap. I love that she's here. She's so adorable. And that's about shoulders distance, right? So when you have this, you can start using this just as a support to learn how to properly align the shoulders in your Chaturanga Dandasana. Now, one thing that you want to be careful in Chaturanga about is protecting your shoulders. You're going to start out in a modified plank if you're just beginning. You want to have the tops of the feet down on the floor, slight tuck of the tailbone so it's not just sticking out. Tucking it in gently, crown of the head moving forward to the front of the room. And then you think about sort of moving forward. I like to say that there's like a slice of cake right in front of your face that you're trying to eat. And you'll stop at about 90 degrees. Now the good thing about this is that it serves almost as a hammock. You see how I'm rocking back and forth? Because having that strap kind of supports that. And I'm coming not so far down that I'm going to tip anything over. And I'll show you that in a second. Now, if you are a little more advanced as far as getting your plank with the legs straight up, my spine is flat. Both feet are strongly onto the mat. I actually come a little bit further forward onto my tippy toes in order to do this. And then I start to find that 90-degree angle. You don't have to go any further than this to have a proper safe Chaturanga. The second you start dipping your shoulders and sticking the tush up in the air, then you're running into the danger zones. So you want to keep sort of that in mind. And I'll give you one demonstration without the strap so you can take a look at it. And I'll approach it from the floor, legs straight. So from here, again, I like to take it a bit more into my tippy toes just so I have more strength in the core. And then the elbows move in toward the chest like you're trying to skewer yourself. You stop at 90 degrees. The crown of the head moves forward. Right here, this is your Chaturanga. No need to do this so that you keep your shoulders safe. Also, on your way down, be careful not to let the belly beat you to the floor. What I mean by that is whether you're modifying and doing this, try not to let the belly beat you to the floor. So in other words, it's not an arch and then just a lowering, right? It's a strong action of the arms right here. 90 degrees, crown of the head forward. Then you can push back up. Instead of, same thing from here, don't dip the spine, don't collapse the shoulders, and then try to come down because that's going to pull on your shoulders. You're going to end up getting injured. And then notice how in Chaturanga, our elbows don't go out to the sides like they would for a push-up. They stay in toward the chest. Now with the block, the other way that you can practice this is you can put the block on the higher end and sort of make a little L shape around it. Just make sure shoulders are over wrists. And once again, tops of the feet down, gentle tuck of that tailbone, so just making sure that you keep everything steady. Crown of the head moving forward, dipping down. And there you go. That's your angle. So if you're just beginning and you have no arm strength or core strength, this is a good place to start remembering where you want to get that. And you can start paying attention to how the hands feel. What does it feel like to have the hands gripping onto the mat, the core squeezing into the midline, and the elbows moving in towards you? So that starts to give you an idea of where you want to go. So just to review, For Chaturanga, you always want to bring the elbows in towards you, not out to the sides. You can even practice doing this a couple of times and stopping at about 90 degrees. And believe me, this is a good warm-up, so if you want to do that, that's fine. And then you can start thinking about just finding your way into a comfortable space. Then you can start to lower in. Just be careful not to do this. This happens all the time. This kind of situation, even if the tush isn't sticking out too much, rounding, anything where the shoulders dip down is going to be a danger zone. So just remember, practice safely, and then just enjoy. Let the breath carry you. All right, bye, yogis.